Like I'm starting my video. Hello everyone and welcome back for another Monday video. Last week was the first week I didn't upload a video on Monday and I really apologize. I was super sick. I was supposed to film over the weekend and I didn't get a chance to, and I'm so sorry. I usually post a video every single Monday and make sure I post once a week, and I didn't get to. I don't know if you can tell, but I might be another year older. I might be 24 now, almost on my quarter life crisis. We love to see it. So I turned 24 over these last 2 weeks when you guys didn't see me, and I wanted to talk about the goals that I set for myself on my 23rd birthday, also 23-ish things that I've learned within the year. I wanted to go back and look at my note that I made December 3rd, 2018 at 3:27 p.m. It says 23 goals at 23, and honestly I did most of them and I'm really proud of myself. I didn't make a goal list for 24 goals of 24. I'm gonna do it after this video. It's just good to have, and it's something that I want to look back on next year when I turn 25. I continued to call my family, stayed friends with the 6 people I listed on here, work at least 3 casting jobs, which I did, make YouTube videos every Monday, which I did except for last Monday, advertise my YouTube videos more, which I'm trying to do. It's just something that is very hard for me because I just like making these to make them, and it's sort of a diary for myself, and I love sharing videos with you guys. It's hard for me to advertise myself to people, but I'm realizing one of my things that I realized this year is it's a good thing that I want to promote myself, and it's not trying to seek attention. It's just oh, I did this thing, and it would be the same way if I was on a show or do something for my job and I get excited about it. I want to tell people, and YouTube is something I'm super excited about all the time. I love YouTube and I should be able to celebrate it and share my videos every Monday with my friends. Keep singing, and I always keep singing. I'm singing in the car all the time. Harry Styles' new album Fine Line just came out. I'm obsessed. I love him. So proud of him. Find more friends in LA, I did. Read a book a month. That's comical. That is a comical goal. I should try and actually do that because I have books. I have books to read. I need to read more. Work out, which I do. Go to church and look up more info on how to help charitable causes, which are things that I do pretty often. Very interesting to look back on my goals from last year and see that most of them happened, and I did most of them. Last year I made a video where it said 22 things I learned at 22. I don't know if it was exactly 22 things, but I'll leave that up here so you can check that out. But I just like having this kind of open video just talking about my year and sort of realizing for myself the things that I've done. A really big thing that really helped me this year was realizing I'm a very extroverted person. I'm a Sagittarius. I like to have a lot of attention. I like being extroverted, but I realize more so now that there are times where I want to give space for myself, and that's okay for me to do. People expect me to be around people all the time, and I'm realizing now that I need a little bit more time for myself, which is not a bad thing. It's a really good thing. That time is something that I really value throughout my week or my month or whatever. If I'm having a bad day, I don't want to take that energy to other people. And if I'm with myself and have time to reflect about it on my own, it's really helpful. And I know a lot of the time people like to talk things out, but for me, it's better for me to be more self-reflective on situations and why I'm feeling the way I am, and I really appreciate discovering that this year. I've never enjoyed being alone. There are times that I enjoy being alone. Not all the time, but there are moments where being alone is beneficial to me, and it doesn't recharge me because I don't get tired hanging around with people. Having self-reflection alone time helps me. I really appreciated that. I learned this year that I already knew that I like to be in control of a lot of situations. Never realized this about myself until this year, which is crazy. Before something happens or before a day happens, I don't mind if the day is oh, I'm gonna hang out with this person and we'll see where the wind takes us, but I need to know that I'm hanging out with people. And I get really frustrated when that plan doesn't end up happening. If it's I'm making this day for this person, great, awesome. And then we'll see what happens, but I'm gonna be hanging out with this person from this time to this time, which means I could go to the gym beforehand or I could film and edit my YouTube video after. And if the plan doesn't happen, it just messes with my brain. Something else I realized about myself is that I'm not really a materialistic person, but every once in a while I like to get a big thing. But like, I bought my car this year, which was super exciting, and if you didn't watch that video, you should go watch that video. Yeah, I just like to celebrate myself like every 3 or 4 months getting something that's something big and something that I've wanted, and kind of rewarding myself. It's weird because as an adult, people aren't like, good job, you did great, oh my gosh, good job at this, good job at that. You're living your life and you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. And so it's nice to give myself a little recognition for all the work that I do every now and again. Something I also realized when I did get my car, I was bawling that weekend, and I just felt really, really bad about it. So I was like, oh my god, I could be saving so many people, like why did I do this for myself? Number one, my car was like basically done. Like, I needed to get a new car. I don't deserve this. I shouldn't be the person getting this. Like, I should be using this money and spending it for other people or helping other people. I think what I was getting at here is I think there's like a balance of taking care of yourself and taking care of others. And I think that's something that I learned a lot about this year. And it's not selfish to take care of yourself, and it's really important to, and also realize that you can be helping others simultaneously. It's not one or the other. Something else I learned that's really difficult is knowing when to like sort of move on from different friendships, and realize when you're putting more effort into a friendship and they're not doing anything in return, that it's like, okay, like you have to sort of let go of those friendships and relationships. And that's really hard for me, because I always like keeping friends and never losing any friends. You need to realize what friendships are worth sticking onto and holding onto, and which ones are sort of fading and letting those go. And that's really, really difficult for me. And it's also like not a bad thing. It's just people change, or people are in different places, different things are happening, people move on sometimes, and it's a thing that I'm getting used to living out in LA now and not being around all of my friends. There are friends that I have that I can always go to no matter where they live or whatever is happening. I can always text them, I can always go to them, but then there are other people that, you know, you just lose touch and contact, and that happens, and that's okay. Something that I've done a lot this year is start writing out like little sketch ideas or video ideas in my notes, and I think that's something that's a lot of fun, and I have like different ideas and things that I can make in the future, and I'm realizing that I really like doing that. And I'm not a writer like at all, but I just like having ideas and writing them down and being like, ooh, this can be something someday. Something else that's really big, I feel like I don't have like 23 things I learned at 23, but like really big ideas and really big things that I've learned at 23 that altogether can kind of make up 23 things. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt most of the time and sort of brush things off and let things go, because I'm not someone to hold a grudge or like let things be a big deal. At the same time, not everyone is a good person. I can't always give people the benefit of the doubt if they keep hurting me or are being manipulative over and over and over, because that's not good. That's not something that I want to affect me as much as it's affected me in the past. Start to stick up for myself more. It's a big adult thing for me to realize. I realized this year that I love having short hair. I'm so glad I have it again. It's actually kind of growing, like it's curled right now. So even when it's straight, it's like a little bit longer. It's crazy because I feel like I just cut it. I feel more mature with it short. I just feel like overall this year I have really become more grounded and more settled into who I am as a person, and like what my opinions are and what my feelings are towards certain things. I'm like the things that are crazy that I like, or not crazy, just like I love Riverdale and I don't mind telling people that, or like I really enjoy watching YouTube. I think technology and social media is really good for us, and like here's why. Being more grounded in that, or in a weird way realizing the things that are sort of the foundation of who I am, and not just like things I like, but qualities and people that I really appreciate. I think that's helping me find friendships differently, or at least that's what I expect out of people that I surround myself around. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me, and I feel very grounded. I feel like I know the foundation of who I am as a person, and I've realized that this year. I'm gonna start writing down the 24 things that I want to learn at 24, and then I'll share those with you next year. Oh my god, that's crazy. see when I'm 25. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always really appreciate it. I feel like I haven't had a chat on my bed in a bit, which is like, ooh, like fun. We're in the normal place that I like to film. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below your goals that you might have this year, especially because we're rounding up to the new year. So maybe some goals that you have for yourself in the new year. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, because I post a video every single Monday. And I will see you guys next Monday. Boom, boom, bye.